Hey guys, how y'all doing? Bringing you some ranked action for the first time in a little while. Um, so, if you can't tell, we are playing Lilia. We are playing the new champion. I played her a little bit on the PvE. It was the same day I recorded the Infernal Vel'Koz game. But from the little bit I've seen of her, she's a pretty potent champion all the way around. I've seen her in jungle mostly so far. I haven't really seen her in a lane more than maybe a couple games since she's been released. She seems to do better in the jungle. And I think in this matchup specifically, I'm going to have a lot of issue. Corki being a champion with pretty decent range and a very decent escape tool, it's going to be hard to land good engagements on it. And it's definitely going to be very difficult for our jungler to gank us, whereas my lane out of the others is the easiest to gank for the enemy team. Their jungler being Volibear has a much easier time dealing with someone who's only got raw movement speed than someone who can walk through walls, has a dash backwards, etc. Oops, missed the minion. Doing alright on CSing so far. And it's only 2 minutes into the game. I haven't missed more than a few minions. A few more than he has, but still. Now, normally the goal is to Q max, because your Q is what's giving you your attack speed, etc. I'm debating on whether I'm going to have to focus more on my E this game. I mean, it's going to be one of the only ways I can get decent poke off. Unless he, unfortunately for him, walks up a little closer than usual. I was hoping that would pass the minions a little bit. Still hard to gauge the arc a little bit. But it should be alright moving forward. Caught him with the E, get the passive proc on him. Your passive, I'll give a rundown of the abilities now. Your passive, when you deal spell damage to a target, it gives the target a 5% of their max health over 3 seconds burn. So it's basically a stronger Liandry's without the improved effect on slowed or movement impaired targets. So poking with abilities does a lot more damage than is just written on the tooltip. So definitely keep that in mind. Your ability might not do a lot of base damage, but that extra 5% of the target's max health, that ends up being a decent chunk when you apply it often enough. Oof, missed a cannon. I think I missed the first cannon too, which is very unfortunate. One good thing about Lilia, she has insanely high base mana regen. So I'm only getting 1 mana per second off of my Doran's Ring. So she starts at 2.9 per second. That's a fairly decent amount. Alright. So continuing on. Okay, so it wants us to build Proto Belt first, but grab the Fiendish Codex for the CDR first, I guess. For the damage. finally, continuing on with her kit, her Q is that little Darius spin you keep seeing me do. It is really like Darius's Q. It does damage no matter where they are. You're not getting a less damage situation out of not hitting the blade, but the blade deals true damage instead of magic damage, which is the big thing. So you don't need to care what they're building resistance for. Your Q's gonna truckload damage if you can position enemies right. He's getting pretty decent at dodging my E. Oh, hey, bud. Nice. Thank you for burning Corky's Flash, my friend. Another thing about your Q is that you get passive movement speed for 5 seconds after you hit with abilities. So it's not limited to the Q. Get some damage off on him. Like that trade, came out very ahead on that trade. Got him. Alright. Her W is that little leap you saw me do a couple of times. It doesn't go over terrain, which is unfortunate. Might be able to catch up. So I wasn't in there in time to win the engagement completely, but I was at least there in time that we didn't lose everybody for nothing. Alright, go back, get my Kindle gem, and then continue on with the explanations. Okay, also note it only does half damage to minions, so it's not a very good farming tool. Oh, enemies in the center take significant damage. That is a lot of damage for a rank 1 ability. Wow. I guess the center is pretty hard to land, and it would hurt a lot more if, you know, a centaur, well, I'm sorry, dryad, hoofed you in the face with all of her weight. Had to flash out of that, unfortunately. Now I know why Corky was so willing to engage me. So your E is that little bully ball right there. Center tower once. Got it. That was enough to kill me? Alright, I am surprised and ashamed at my lack of skill there. I should have realized that that was a little bit more than I could chew, but I tried and I choked. So the bully ball, it has a little arc, so you can throw it over terrain or over a minion wave, like I was trying to do. And it'll roll for an extremely long distance. It's not quite global, but it's an extremely far distance. And the only reason I say it's not global is because since it falls in a straight line, it will always hit something. It doesn't actually have a limit. So it theoretically could go nexus to nexus, but the terrain's never going to allow it to be that way. But once it hits that terrain or enemy, it kind of like explodes in a backwards cone. So a cone facing behind the target. And it slows everything it hits, which is extremely useful for catching up to enemies. About there. Oh! Got him. Nice! Got my team 2 kills with that beautiful roam. And I have my free boots. Y'all underestimate the power of Lilia. That was pretty good. Like, that Corki skill was extremely good. One day I would be proud to be as good a Corki player. He's a silver. I'm gonna throw my control ward there. Fortunately, Kane's opponent is nowhere in sight. Not that he really needs help, but that would have actually been nice to get this gank off. I was hoping Darius would show up before I made it. But he might have recalled and I just wasn't paying attention because I was thinking too much on the game. I might have just gotten myself killed here. Oh, very killed. Very killed. Oh, very alive. Oh. We still got the assist. We died for it, but we still got the assist. Alright, so finally, after 12 minutes of this, you are going to hear the ultimate. So, everyone who's been hit by her abilities, so anyone who's affected by her passive, her dot, her ultimate turns all of them, no matter where they are on the map, drowsy. So it's like an AoE Zoe bubble. And let's see. It used to remove the stacks of your passive. You used to consume it. It does not look like it does that anymore. So it will no longer consume your passive, so they'll keep taking the damage, the dot, while they are drowsy. And since it's a damage over time effect, it's not going to break the drowsy. It's a very, very interesting combination. You want to do it? Let's go. Yes. Yeah, I got a kill. Got you both. Run away. Haha, I caught him. I'll get an assist on it. Kill him. Oh, you've got your ult. Alright. So Darius unfortunately took top tower first. But this gives us time to take the dragon. There we go. And I get the gold for the scuttle. Very nice. Kane took back top tower. Very nice, very nice. Kind of slacking on the farm at this point, so I'm going to try and catch this back up. I'm only down 13 versus my lane opponent, but time-wise, I should... Oh, boyo. Oofers. I heard him pick the package up. I should have been ready for that. But it wasn't... It wants me to get pen boots. And I understand why. More damage penetration is always better. But I kind of want to go fast, you know? Like, really fast. I think Swifties are just going to be more fun for me. So I'm going to move the Proto Belt over to where my Doran's Ring was, that nice little one slot. going to go back and see if I can't redeem myself against my lane opponent. Like, he does have Muramana, or Manamune, sorry, he doesn't have the full Muramana yet. Oh! Wow. Just Muramana is more than enough. Manamune, it's not even fully stacked. He's got half of it stacked. Oof. I mean, I got the assist on him, so I guess I'll take it, right? We will work on our Spellbinder here. Spellbinder gives 10% free movement speed. We love movement speed, and just the sheer raw AP it gives is awesome. I'm going to go head towards that fight. Not like it looks like they need me. Okay. Corky's coming down in mid. Looking for some fights. Oh, nice. Alright, so Kane is now there. Nice, that was good timing, good timing. I'm keeping a watch on my minimap to make sure no one's following me. I'm actually going to go up here now. See if I can catch him on the recall. Oh, I was so close to it. Alright, so I took a little bit of damage from that turret, but that was actually for a good reason. I wanted to make sure that we took the tower before Shelly actually hit it, so that she didn't waste any health and was getting ready for this next shot. Nice, caught him with it. Ward up here. You're fucking dead, bitch. Just keep damaging. We managed to get away from that with a really good trade. That was a 4 for... Well, not really good, but 4 for 3 is... It's pretty decent. Yeah, I can see why she's a jungler. Some pretty good damage pretty fast on the scuttle. There we go. Try to keep up our farm because we're definitely not doing that great today. I could try and take more of the tower, or I can go back, sell my Doran's ring, and grab a Needless to Large Rod. And while we're at it, grab another control ward. You know, I really do feel like the Boots of Speed are actually really useful on Lilia. Like, that little bit extra movement speed makes her even more of a threat. Because even though she's technically doing less damage, she's better able to position herself for her true damage. And everything else. There's that. God, that Q's on such a low cooldown. There we go. I got it off. Get him. You know, I might be playing more of an assist-based role than a kill-based role, but I think I'm still doing a pretty good job of, like, raw damage output and such. Yeah, that was an okay engage from Kane. Actually, that was a pretty good engage from Kane. The biggest problem came when Pike tried to like follow up on it because he followed up a little bit too a little bit too late. If he had been able to get there just a second earlier, he honestly probably would have. Oh darn. Oh, I'm gonna hit you now. You're dead, bud. And I will live. Oh shit, I'm out of mana. I was out of mana! Oops. Oops. Ah, it's alright. Still doing pretty good. Our team's doing really good as well. Especially Kane and Echo. Yeah, these are turning out to be some pretty good fights. I'm really happy with Lilia's kit. It feels very smooth, very fluid. And even though it doesn't feel like I'm doing a lot of damage, mathematically I know I am. And I'm staying alive long enough in some of these team fights to actually be really helpful to my team. Because that true damage can stack fast. Aw. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Nope. You get caught by anything on this team and you're just done. Dunzo. Nautilus, Darius, Volibear. You've got more CC there than even Leona can do on her own. And the only real hard CC I have, oops, please don't let the camera go everywhere, is my ult. Got a little bit of slow, but that's about it. So there goes Pite's ultimate, unfortunately. Caitlyn's very dead. Kane's done. Echo dead. Oh, that's a bad one. If Echo had, or if Pike had been able to hit his ult,
sorry, I'm not sure about that.
It would have been a very different fight. Because the resets on Pike's ult would have been huge. He is 18-3. My word. Like, our team's doing pretty okay. But their entire team is basically on Ezreal's back with a decent amount of support from Corki. So we gotta find a way around the Ezreal primarily. I think this is where I go for more of a beefy build. See, the biggest annoyance here is that they've got a Corki and Ezreal. Both ADCs in this game are very, very hybrid damage types. Corki's autos legitimately do mostly magic damage, but Ezreal has such an even split of damage in his abilities that it's hard to pick like what resistance I need this game. Their team is extremely balanced. Drop that ward. Go plant. That do some. Try and let that do some work here. Make him drowsy. Oof. I don't think I can do anything more here. I just need to run. You severely underestimate Lilia's speed. Oh, I wasn't able to do nearly enough for the team there. I actually think I'm going to go for the, yeah, I'm going to go for the Zonias. It's just going to be a little too necessary at this point. Wow. What a whiff from me. Wow. I whiffed that angle so hard. Why me? How did you get me? I moved too fast for my own good there. Oh, it's alright. We'll make sure to get this going. On. Grab the stopwatch so that I can hopefully avoid something that horrible ever. I can't keep making these mistakes if I want to win. Kane needs my help. Oof. Oof. Get the Ezreal. Oh dear. Why did my Q go off? I slammed my Q. I flash proto-belted and the Q never goes off. I was going to ult him and make some cool play. Gosh darn it. Bright side. The side lanes are pushing in so hard they can't hold their turrets. Downside, we now have supers coming in our own mid. Which makes it harder to hold the base. Man, that play would have been so cool if I'd managed to get it off. Because I had it perfect. All three of them were going to get hit by my Q, get hit by my ult. I was going to murder Ez and Corki. My reactions just haven't been on point these last 10 minutes. Alright, good. It's still there. Make sure I get this blue before someone on the enemy team does. Oof. Looks like they're checking Baron. Okay. Go ahead and get some wards over here. Oh no. Oh, they get a free Baron now. So I keep trying to poke them. Can't really do anything about the actual Baron. At least I can say safe enough to poke with my E. Ah. I was just like a hair off on that. I couldn't zone yous! Darn it. My reactions are really sloppy this game. How is Volley not tanking turret there? He has Cinder Hulk. Like, it didn't look like anyone else was taking turret. There's Corky. Nice. Well, there we go. Wow, he takes that fast, even solo. Almost have enough for my full Zonia. I'm gonna get some vision. I think I live. Cool. Made it out. I guess I'm just gonna go back and wait for Zonia. It's only 25 gold away. Oh, wow, really? Right as I get into a fight, they get into it. Right as I leave, they get into a fight. That's unfortunate. Got my Zonia, though. I think now is the time for Leandries to give me some beef. Out of there. There we go. Knew he would do that. Oh, I wasn't fast enough. My leap. I baited him and he baited me back. He baited my bait. Well, there we go. Making some progress. Like, we won the team fight really hard. I'm the only one who died. That's pretty good. If we can do more of that, we have a good chance of coming back. I need to grab another control board before I leave. I'm not doing the best at placing them down, but let's see. So he's going to take the chickens. Caitlin's going to take the Krugs. I'm going to go place a ward. Nice. Oh. Now, my Spellbinder is fully charged. Has been for a while. Could make a nifty play there. See if I can snag someone with that. If we're doing it. Nice. got it. That tower's defended. Nice. Now that was a good fight. Alright, at least one of them's going to be up for trying to steal it, maybe. Nope, do it too fast. Fantastic. That definitely brought us back in the game. I'm going to grab some mana from some honey fruit real quick. I'm going to try and push this so we can get priority on drag. And Kane's doing the same thing for bot, so... Well, it looked like he was. Alright, so we got the dragon. That makes our third... Oh, man, we're both on soul point. Ah, should have pressed my Zonias. You know, we still have done really great lately. Like, I think we're definitely stepping up our game here at the late game. I ended up never even using my Spellbinder. I don't know if it would have been enough to actually, like, get any of the kills for myself. But it might have killed these guys a little bit faster. Could have made the play go a little bit more in our favor. I mean, it went pretty well in our favor. It was like a 1 for I mean, technically it was like a 1 for 8. Because, I mean, I'm the only one who's died the last 2 fights. Yeah, 2 for 8. Seems about right. I don't want to get slot locked, but I definitely want to be at my strongest for the next fight. I think I'm gonna go with Elixir of Iron. I know it sounds weird, but I'm already kind of beefy. So if I give myself some more beef, some more tenacity, I can actually do some more work. There we go. Got some more farm. I would love to know how pro players manage to pull like 10 CS a minute number even into like the mid and late game. Like, that sounds really hard to do, man. It feels really hard to do. They make it look easy. Spread that damage around. Ain't much, but every little bit counts, right? Only needs to buy me a little bit of time. Managed to get out of that. I mean, that wasn't a totally terrible fight. We lost. I think it was 3 for 2 that time. But it wasn't as terrible as it could have been. I'm going to grab this honey fruit before I continue, because I'm not... I mean, I could go back for my... I'm going to go back for my item. I'm going to go back for that. Because I got TP, and I'm got a better angle to move towards Dragon Pit from there without dying, possibly. And my full Leandry's in base. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I still got a couple minutes on my Elixir of Iron before that goes away. And then from there, I honestly might actually just build a Dead Man's Plate. I feel like more movement speed is going to make this even better. So I think that's what I'm going to go for. Where is... There we go, Dead Man's. I'm going to drop a ward over here, hopefully not die for it. Ooh, there's some spread. Just keep a poking. There we go. Wow. They keep killing me before I can even react enough to press Zonias. That was good, Kate. That was very good. That 3 for 5 is very much appreciated. And oh my god, the Winions did it for us. Wow. Dude, I love that shit. And you're like, we might just be able to end the game. And now the game's over because Winions. What? Alright, we're definitely going to give that to the... We're going to give it to the Pike, honestly. Pike was just good all the way around. And even when we got caught out, Pike, at the very least, held out pretty well. So, let's see our overall damage. Not too shabby. Alright? Like I was saying, it didn't feel a lot of the time like I was doing quite a lot. And compared to my team, I really wasn't. But for a 42-minute game, 27,000, that's not that bad. And my jungler did less damage than me, so you know what? That's fine too. What about damage to objectives? Did I at least do something along those lines? No. Can't redeem myself there. That's alright. We had fun with it. We had a good time. So, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the section below if you want to see anything specific out of us, and don't forget all of our social media tags are in the description below. So if you want to hit us up, hang out, play video games, get on the channel, we love company. We're waiting to hear from you. And as always, I will see you all very soon. Have a great day, guys.